Alright, chat. I just got I called chat. I called you chat. Oh my god. Let's just criticize Legends for like an hour and a half. Cause like there's like I think I'm gonna do this in 3 parts just because there's so many ones of a certain type. Like there's only like 3 support legends or 4 support legends. So many soldiers and like a lot of recons. Oh wait, actually I'm thinking of defense. There's 2 supports. Like I'm not sure how to say this, but we gotta might break this down into like 2 categories. Stupid autocorrect. Trying to text someone, you know? Alright, let's start this off. Start this off. My phone's at 40%. I'm taking it off the charger. Screw it! I think I'm gonna start off with, shields. So, Gibraltar. No. That's mine. Gibby. Let's talk about Gibby here for a second. His passive, I mean, that's kind of good. I've tried using Gibby and I don't think it just works. I don't think his gun shield works. I'm not exactly sure how it works. Like, I'm probably gonna go Google it. I'm trying to, like, do 2 things at once right now. The dome. The dome. Oh my. The dome's overpowered. Yeah, no one can change my mind. Like, I don't know if you can, like, get in there with Ash's ability or anything, but oof. That's overpowered. Fortified. That's his, like, I guess that's his class ability or something. Oh yeah, I guess it is. His ult though, defense bombardment. Call in a concentrated mortar strike on a position you mark with smoke. I want to say that it's not as good as Bangalore's. I'd say it's quicker than Bangalore's. Because Bangalore's you have that cooldown time after throwing the grenade. If you were to compare these two, I think that Bangalore's slightly better. Next defense, caustic. That was a mistake. I meant hit view skills. It's passive. You can see enemies moving through your gas. Like if that wasn't a feature, I think I'd walk up to good old respawn and be like, "What the heck is wrong with you?" You know. So, yeah. But his tactical plays up to 6 gas canisters. I mean, that's pretty good because they're gas traps, so they just work. Knocks gas grenade, blanket large area, knocks gas. I mean, that's pretty good. Like, his entire thing is just... It's kind of just that, you know? I don't know how to say this without sounding like I hate Caustic. He's just not that good. Like, he's just, like, he's only good for, like, small area fights. Because your team can't be hit, like, they can't be, like, they can't be affected by the gas. And if you block people in, then it's just, like, a sure way to, like, control a fight. Like, his grenade is just, I don't know how to say it without, like I said, I can't, it's only good for closed spaces. It's like big, it's dumb, he's fortified, so he's got that 50% damage and no slowing by bullets. Next up is Watson. I keep doing that. Passive is ultimate, her ult is fully charged. Oh wait, ultimate accelerate's fully charged, her ult. Oh, that's that's actually good. Holy crap. Her tactical is premier security. Alright, I can actually focus now. So she creates fences, electrified fences. They're super annoying. They like stun enemies too, so it's just like why? Again, this is only good for like stairways or closed areas. Her ultimate interception pylon. Yeah, I don't know what it does exactly. So it destroys like big ordnance and repairs damage shields. I think that's good. I'm not gonna lie, that seems like a pretty good ult, but I think it's like, I know you can destroy it, like you like shoot the center or something. I think it's good. I think it could also be like better. Could be. I don't. Watson is a good legend, but I just don't personally think I'd use her. Rampart. I don't even want to talk about her, but here we are. Her passive increases magazine capacity when and faster reloads when using the LMGs and the minigun. I know I've never said this before in like a video or on stream, but if you use the Rampart minigun, you're not good. Like, I don't, I don't, if you are, I can't speak with you because it's just so dumb. The minigun, no one likes the minigun. It's just, no, I don't want to talk to you, like, no. Her, like, you know what, that's just a rant for another time. Her tactical is kind of good, like a build, crouch cover roll, develops a fully covered amp wall that blocks incoming shots and amps going out. This is good for blocking closed spaces, again, blocking doors. Like, this is actually like a really good tactical. And the ultimate ability, Sheila. The wheel on a mobile minigun with a single high capacity magazine placed down for anyone to use as stationary reloaded turret. Sorry, you can do this 3 times, or you can put down 3. I'm done with this. I'm so done with it. No, so done with that. Like, I thought you could just place down 1. I don't know. Hopefully it's like a 3 per match cap. Like, if you're on high ground, I'd say this is a good thing to use, but no, I don't need this thing. I hate it more than the gossipy kids at my school. No, no, don't speak to me ever. No. Like, depending on how you play Rampart, she's either really good or really annoying or both. Like, I'd say she's good. She doesn't have that fortified ability though. Watson doesn't either. Just caustic and Gibraltar. Like, classic ability. Alright, let's go with the let's go with the smallest grouping next, the support group. Let's start with Lifeline. She doesn't have a class ability, which I think is weird. Her passive is, she can revive teammates. I think if she has her drone, you can just, like, hit revive and then the drone will revive. Which, I think that's pretty good I'm not gonna lie, like, you can't self-res with it. Lifeline has to physically come over to you and pick you up, but me and my friends, we were playing arenas this one time. We actually clutched and won by using the combat revive. Like, we were Bloodhound, Lifeline, and I want to say Bangalore. Like, that was a really good game too. Her tactical, the heal drone. I think that's pretty good. Lifeline's good, but I don't. But you have to like know how to play her before you can actually like play her. Because if you don't know how to like the right time to use the drone, then it's just kind of pointless. The ults. I don't think I've ever used this. Like, I don't think me and my friends have ever felt the necessity to use Lifeline's care package. Just because it's just so pointless. Because you're just waiting there for a care package. It's just there's no reason for it. So I mean, people only play her for tactical. I feel like, or tactical and passive. Loba, that's our next one. There's no like skill ability for it, so her passive is Eye for Quality, so she can well, I mean, I've seen this in action, but to simplify it, she can like she can see legendary, and like she can see legendary and epic stuff through walls. I mean, the range is like about the same as the black market. Okay, so I want to say that's like the sonar detected thing, Bloodhound scan. I want to say Burglar's best friend, or the bracelet, as everyone calls it. Like, that's basically like Wraith's tactical, and I want to say like that's Ash's ult, but on like but it's not a portal. Like, it's a one-way thing for Loba, which like Loba's really good to play. Like, people use her for everything. So, and then the black market, it lets you it's a device that kind of like teleports nearby loot into your inventory. We've done this before where we'd put down Loba's black market and then steal stuff from a care package. And then it's like 2 items. I mean, that's pretty balanced. Loba's really good, I would say. I'm not gonna lie. What do we add this left? Trackers and soldiers. I think I'm gonna do trackers next. Let's start with Pathfinder. Oh, these are recon. Well, recons all have this ability. Like, I'm pretty sure. Like, I know Seer, Valkyrie. I know Bloodhound has it because I was just playing him. Like, all recons, and then crypto. I've played crypto too. Like, everyone knows that recons can just, like, they can access beacons. So his passive, which I think is pretty interesting. I didn't know this till like I started reading these. I don't read passives a lot. Insider knowledge. It just basically reduces cooldown on his zipline gun, and his tactical, the grappling hook. He just shoots a grappling hook. Like, it's got range. It's got decent range, and it's good for mobility. The zipline gun, it just creates a zipline. I don't think I've ever, like, I've probably done it. I used to play main Pathfinder, so in the few weeks that I would just get home from school and just start playing Apex, I think the only time, not including an arena camp strategy that we did, that I've had to use the zipline gun was a total of 5 times. Like, no one uses it because it's just kind of bad. And then my main, which I love, is Bloodhound. His passive is tracking. It just like, if you're near somebody or you pick up the, yeah, it's Like, people see this all the time. It's like those little diamond thingies that hover above the ground. Yeah, it's those. It's like tells you what they've done in the past couple minutes. Like, it's boosted. I think it's by its tactical and its ult, on his ult, but his tactical just like sends out a scan for hostiles. I think Seer's tactical is better, but Bloodhound's is good because you get like that brief second to know, and then you just get like a general location. Whereas Seer's, it's like super brief, like it's just ridiculously brief. It's not that good. His ultimate, Beast of the Hunt, which is by far like one of the best ultimates I think I've ever used. I've used a lot of the ults for Legends. I haven't used Gibraltar's. He's the one legend I have not used. I think it's good. Like, it is a very good, it's a very good ultimate. Like, it transforms him into the ultimate hunter, enhances your senses, allowing you to see cold tracks faster. Knockdown's extended duration. It's actually, like, it's not just that. Like, your scan, it's like, here's a secret part of it. Your tactical, just like, your tactical's cooldowns, like, it's reduced, so it's like half or something. It's halved or something. So like, I always play this late game. I never, because I always, or like I'm very close to late game, because then when the ring is small enough, you just need that mobility, and you just need to be able to like scan multiple times. So I just like always play that so much. And it's just really good because it's like thermal vision too, so like you can spot. If you guys don't know, like thermal vision from Fortnite, yeah, it's basically that. Or like the Digi-Threat, I guess. It's super good. Like, I could go on and on about why I love this ability, but I think it says it's for itself. What's next? Crypto. His passive, Crypto and his teammates see what surveillance drone detects up to 30 meters. It's good. I like it, personally. Like, I don't hate it, just because it's a really good thing in general. Like, Crypto is a decent legend. I just don't. He's just hard to play. Like, I use it. His tactical is like a Bloodhound scanner almost. I like to say it's a long-range Bloodhound scanner. And then his drone, like, everyone just camps on it. I've camped on it before, not gonna lie. But I don't use it in the sense where, oh, hey, he's just going to go in this drone all game. Like, so when my friend was starting out Apex, he was playing Bloodhound, I was playing Crypto. Like, I wasn't Bloodhound main yet at the time. So I would play the surveillance drone every time we would leave an area, or like just to check and see, because that 30-meter like distance check. I would use that to detect fights and stuff. Like, it was really good. The EMP, it does 50 shield damage. It also like it destroys Watson's fences, Caustic's gas traps. It stuns people too, so it's like, it's really good. Just, I'm not one that like personally likes to use it. I just think it could be a better ultimate, honestly. Like, it's really good as is, but I think it could be better. Alright, last but not least, we have Seer. Heartseeker. Hear and visualize the heartbeats of enemies up to 65 meters when aiming down sights. It's used like the heartbeat sensor in COD. Like, it's kind of good. It's tactical, summon micro drones that emit delay blast that goes through walls and interrupting and revealing enemies. Like, I still think I think this could be better than Bloodhound. It's not I'd say it's not on the same scale as Bloodhound, but I'm not saying it's worse than Bloodhound either. Uh, Exhibit his ultimate ability. Uh, I'm not sure how I feel about this one. Like, it creates a sphere micro drones that reveal the location of enemies moving, firing their weapons within. It's easy to get away. It's easy to just escape that. It's not. It's only good for like small spaces or like a wide range space, but you can only, and it's not that good. It's just not that good. Sure, it's like decently good because of like the evos and health pop up, but it's just not that good. Alright, it's time to interview the soldiers. Alright. Alright, so Wraith. Well, Wraith, you can hear a voice when danger approaches. That's her passive. I don't think this is necessary. Like, I've played Wraith before. That's never really happened to me. Her tactical, you can basically just, like, become invisible with the, like, streak behind you for, like, a couple seconds. It's actually really good. And then the portal, which, it's two-way. It's really good, I'd say, because you don't, it's, like, it's better than Ashes. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is why I think Wraith is better than Ashes, because we're tactical. Bangalore. Double time, taking fire while making misses fast. Tactical is just basically smoke grenades. Not bad. Rolling thunder. It's just like a precision airstrike in Warzone. I swear. Just in a line, bam. It takes so long to detonate though. Mirage. Now you see. He's invisible, rezzing, and just rezzing and respawning teammates. It's really good. His tactical is a holographic decoy. His ultimate, so many decoys. Holy crap, that's annoying. Octane. Oh boy. Swift to Mend, aka just like passive healing. His tactical is Stim, just like increases 30%, but walk speed by 30% and sprint speed by 40% for 6 seconds. Yeah, I mean, reduction to slows. I think that's just like slowed speed. It's 6 seconds, so you just have to like pop. I don't think this like has a cooldown specifically, because you just like pop it every 6 seconds. Just because of the health cost, I think it's like it's not bad. And then the launch pad, which it's just like a launch pad. You just like get shot up in the air and you can double jump. It's not like the best. It's not the most efficient use of an ultimate, but I mean it's decent, I would say. What's next? Revenant, I guess. I guess I'll do Horizon. Our passive is Spacewalk. She does not take a impact on fall. Like, you know, you don't take fall damage in this game, but you do take like a knockback of sorts when you hit the ground. Like your head bounces, I guess. So that doesn't happen. Her tactical is just like I'd say it's Octane's jump pad, but like you don't get the double jump. Like it's called a gravity lift, but it lifts you up, but it boosts you out. So it's like I'd say it's like less. It's like reduced Octane's ultimate, and then get shots. So I guess like that's technically double jump. I guess. Black hole. It's like black hole is really good with grenades. just because it's like it's a black hole. Like what am I don't know like specifically how to use it. All I know is it's just really good. Like story with Horizon, we've actually like almost won Horizon and Arenas just because of the black hole strat. We lost that game because I can't throw an arc star. Passive stalk. You crouch walk. He's basically just got enhanced like crouch. His crouch speed's increased and he can climb walls higher. Like, it's pretty good. I'd say it's pretty good. I'm going to have breakfast at 11:30. I just now realized that. And then I'm gonna have lunch like 10 minutes later. Oh my god. But his tactical silencer, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's silenced. Basically just like it damages you and disables enemies' abilities for like a period of time. It's really good, I'd say. Like Revenant's one of those where it's like it wouldn't be bad to play, but I mean I don't think there's a use to play. And then obviously how could we forget the reason everybody plays Revenant, the Death Totem. It's basically like a respawn beacon without a respawn beacon. You still take damage, like your health will still go down, but you don't die. You get warped. You get warped back, and your armor will be deactivated. So I mean, like you'll still take a portion of your health will be gone from that, but like I still think like Revenant's really good for that stuff. Like Revenant's really good. I'll do Fuse. Fuse is like my next legend, I think. The Grenader. You can stack an extra grenade per inventory slot, which actually I didn't know that. But I know you can shoot the grenades faster, further, and more accurately. It's actually like, really good. Like, it's really good. Like, and then his knuckle cluster. That's the next one. They call it the nut cluster. Just that little bonus. But you can launch a cluster bomb that continues expels it. It's basically like it's a grenade. He's really like no one can change my mind. He's just like a really good legend. I'm gonna use him next actually. Sorry, I gotta let my dog out. But the knuckle cluster is basically just like a grenade of grenades, I guess. The mother load. It's just basically like a circular thermite grenade, I guess. Like I like his passive and his tactical. Like that's the reason I would use Fuse. Just for those two abilities. And then there's like the Motherlode's really good. Like I don't doubt that is a good ability, but I don't know if I'd use it. Specifically, I forgot to do Valkyrie. Forgot to do Valkyrie. I know it is here, I didn't do Valkyrie, but her passive is VTOL jets, which I think it's just like a double jump. It's really like her VTOL jet's really good. Her missile swarm is, I guess, okay. I guess. Enemy. Yeah, I'm recording this, right? Yeah, I'm recording. Okay. It's like a tiny. It's good, but Valkyrie's just good. But it's not worth it to play for the double jump and the missile swarm. Her ultimate Sky. It's just like it's just a launch into the air. Like it's basically jumping again, I guess, from the ground. It's not that though. And then new this season, Ash. Kind of it marks death boxes on the map. Like it's recent death boxes. And then you can like mark the attackers, I guess. Or tactical, throw a spinning snare that damages the tethers of the first enemy that gets too close. I'm not 100% sure what that means. Is it like an arc star? I guess it's like an arc star, but doesn't do damage, it just stuns it. And then her one-way portal, which it's 50 meters, it's less than Wraith's, so I mean it's not bad even. Yeah. Okay, if I had to like choose a legend for each class, like this is 100% my opinion. Don't take this seriously. Don't take this as like a guide to play Apex Legends. I'd say, actually, I'm gonna do this in two categories: arenas and battle royale. So, for by category, Loba is probably your better choice for battle royale, like because the black market's just really good. You can't really use it in arenas that much, so she just becomes kind of ultimately useless just because of her abilities. Her tactical's good, her passive is just doesn't matter. It's basically her tactical that only gets used in arenas. Lifeline is a arena based one, just because that extra res, like during a fight, it'd be better for arenas than battle royale, but it's because no one, because no, either way, no one's going to use her care package. Like I don't see a reason for them to. Like she's also good in battle royale, but if you're going to be in arenas and you want to use a support character, just like play Lifeline. Don't play Loba, just because Loba's just not that good of a character. Uh, for arenas, like, but if you're going into a game, it's better to have both rather than neither of them. If you're going into trios or duos or solo duoing, then it's probably better to play. Yeah, if you're doing duos, then it's probably better to play Loba rather than Lifeline. And if you're soloing, then it's better to play Loba as well. But if you're doing trios, it's probably better to have both. I think the best soldier for like a soldier class for arenas is probably I want to say Bangalore. Maybe Octane, because Octane's like that speed bonus on Octane's it just works good. Revenant's also just good in general. Like I don't really want to say, because like Death Totem is like in every other game type of thing after you buy it, so there's no real point of having like, so Octane, he gets that movement speed. No one, like, I don't know a lot of people that will use this launch pad, but either way, like Octane's just really good for arenas, I feel like. Mirage is also like a really good person to use. Like Bangalore is just like an Bangalore overall. Like I think she's pretty good just to have to use. It's not really like it's Bangalore's good to use. Like I won't say that she's not and go tell you to use someone else. Like if you're going to be playing like a soldier or fighter, whatever this class is called, by automatic recommendation, it's going to be Bangalore, just because she has like her ult's just good for fights in general. Like if you can get that off, and then her smoke, which just like confuses the enemy. Like either you smoke yourself or you smoke them. So I mean, it's good. No one denies that she's good. But if I have to say something, she's not that good in arenas. So either Mirage or Octane is gonna be one who you want to be running. Ashe is also good if you're like playing like a heavy push loadout. And Horizon's like Revenant's good just for like the silencing, but I'd say that's more battle royale than anything else. Wraith and Ashe and Fuse probably just aren't like the best decisions. Fuse is good, but like not, he's not good enough to the point where a lot of people will use him. Ash and Wraith, they're not really, like, Ash's portal is really good for arena pushing. And then so's, like, Wraith's just good in... Wraith's portal isn't that good, but... I'd say those two just aren't used that much. Horizon... I think only her spacewalk ability. Her passive's, like, the only thing people would use her for. I'm not gonna lie. Fuse, his passive's also... I think his passive and his tactical is for, and I don't think I've played like 3 Fuses. Well, actually, I played a bunch, but he's just not that good in arenas. Like, he's probably better for Battle Royale, but my top 2 choices for Battle Royale, other than Bangalore, because Bangalore is really good for Battle Royale, is probably, if you're not playing Bangalore, go Octane. Arenas, it's Mirage and Octane, just because like Mirage has like cloaking ability. So it's pretty, like, I think that's pretty good for arenas. And Octane's just good in general. Octane's just good because that's speed. I don't think there's really like a cooldown on his ability either, so he's just good overall. And then best tech person or like recon. I'm so biased when I say this, Bloodhound. Like, in arenas, Bloodhound isn't really that... a lot of people use Bloodhound in arenas. Not a lot of people use recons in arenas in general, just because, like, they don't... Like, Bloodhound's abilities are tracker and eye, and, like, he's a tracker. He's not really, like... He's not like rush heavy or anything. Crypto, just don't touch crypto unless you like, unless you know how to play crypto like boss. Don't touch crypto. Like, if you go into the firing range for a few hours and then play like one or two games. Actually, if you go into the firing range for like 10 minutes and then play crypto for like 2-3 games and then go back to your main, I think you could master crypto in that timeline, in that time frame. That's over a period of weeks though, so I mean, best recon for arenas. Valkyrie's really good for just arenas in Phase Runner specifically, just because like there's 2 places that you go for in Phase Runner. Like, there's 2 places that you go depending on what the zone is, and I'd say I don't know, because you can't really use Valkyrie's ult in arenas that much, but you can use it in Battle Royale, but no one uses Battle Royale either. So I mean, sorry about that. I'd say she's best in. I don't really see a point in using Valkyrie other than in Phase Runner. Seer's good. Like, I will stand by that, but I'd say Bloodhound's better than Seer. Because Seer, you can, like, that tactile's really good. It's just really good. I think it works best on Phase Runner, just because it's like, because if you get the map where you go through the phase, because if you get the ring where you go through the Phase Runner to stay in the zone, then because if you just pop the dome there, then it's just really good. Because you got, like, everyone's either sprinting, like, a lot of people are usually sprinting during that, so, I mean, it's good, but only in arenas, I'd say. Like, maybe in, like, close, like, in one building when you're fighting a team, you have no idea where they're at. I think that's, like, where Seer can shine. So he's probably like an overall legend, I'd say. Like he's probably like second place. My first place is Bloodhound, just because like one, I main him. Like what? I'm obviously gonna say that, but Pathfinder's just Pathfinder. He's just not good. I'd say just because he's just no one uses like if you don't know how to play Pathfinder like then first off respect to you because you know how to play a legend that just it's just super confusing to play like look at this like how do you you can't really tell a lot by like the way he looks like he's not there's a certain scene but Pathfinder he has more mobility than a lot of legends, but he's just not. There's no reason to have that mobility, you know. So for recon, I think Bloodhound and Seer are your best ones, just because Bloodhound's amazing in Battle Royale, like, and then Seer's just good in arenas. Like, there's no real good choice for arenas for a recon, because like unless you have like a map that like is really good for a recon, then I just would not play them. Like, I would honestly play like I would run someone else. So, and then I quite literally forgot about this. Defensive legends. I'd say Gibraltar, just overall Gibraltar. Like Caustic's good, but I mean, is he really all that good? Because you can't do much with Caustic. Watson's amazing, but she's only good for like close corner fights or stayer fights, I guess. Oh, that's the Lifeline artifact. That's what I've always been so confused about. Rampart's amazing, just like it's better when you have high ground with her, because, or like it's a building fight with her, because otherwise it just sucks. Like it's not that good. So probably Gibraltar's probably what you want to play if you're going to play like a defensive legend. No matter what, like just like in general, he's just better. So here's what I think. Let's start with like, I'll start with what I just did. So Gibraltar, if you're going to be playing defense, it's always going to be Gibraltar. Doesn't matter what game mode you're playing. Bloodhound for Battle Royale Seer for arenas. If you're playing recon, I don't recommend playing a recon in arenas, but people do. So like, just if that's just my tip. Like this is 100% my opinion. Remember that. Support Loba and Lifeline are just equally as good. Lifeline if it's arenas, Loba if it's Battle Royale. And just because it's just Loba's so much better than Battle Royale in arenas. If you're playing like, but if you get the chance to play both of them, then you should. But that's only in trios. Like, don't do it in duos, or if you're solo, do away. Crap. Who else? Is that it? I went over. I think I did go over. No, I didn't choose those yet. Like these guys. Whatever you want to call them, soldiers. I don't know. Just like fighters, I guess. I'd say your best choices are probably Ash for arenas, Ash and Revenant for arenas, actually, and actually I'd say Mirage is best for arenas. Ash and Mirage for arenas, 100% those two. Bangalore is always good overall. Like See, I'd say she works best in Battle Royale. Like that's her best like place to play. Revenant's good, but only late game arenas. Like when you have like a 2-win lead and it's not tiebreaker. But Horizon, if you're using Horizon, Wraith, then I don't know. These guys are really like good for arenas. So Octane and Mirage for arenas. Ashe too, but not really Ashe. Like Ashe, I guess. Like Ashe, Octane, and Mirage are good for arenas. Bangalore for Battle Royale. And then if you're like, and then Fuse for Battle Royale. Just because like those two are really good, I'd say. Well, anyway, that kind of concludes this this video. Y'all guys, y'all, don't quote me on that. Hope you guys enjoyed this terrible guide, basically very opinion based, by the way. But to use Apex Legends, and yeah, that's my 2 monthly uploads. I'll see you in who knows when. I probably not gonna have much free time. I got like this brief moment to do this. Alright, see ya.